Hey everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee, and we are on week 28 of our cleaning and decluttering journey. Now this week we're going to be working in the master bedroom, and we're going to work in the master closet also. Now, I goofed. I filmed all the mess beforehand, and I forgot to hit the record button evidently, because when I went back to get it, otherwise I hit the button because only half of the video was there. Not even half, just about 5 seconds, and that's it. Anyway, so the only 4 pictures I have are from backgrounds from the other video. So I can show you a few of the pictures, but there's not nearly as much to show the mess that really was. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, what I did this week. And you just kind of imagine what it was like. The first thing I did was I finished the closet. And it's not completely finished. I still have a few things to do next week, but it looks a lot better. At least the floor is completely clean now. I have some shoe polish stuff. I've got to get a little container to put that in. But other than that, everything else has a home. Once I find a little container for that shoe polish and stuff, it'll have a home too. So the closet's almost done. Like I said, I've got a couple things I'm going to do next week in here. So stay tuned next week to find out what I do. Okay, over here, I had the piano here where the chair's at and the chair where the piano's at. But I changed those around, and that way the piano has more light and the guitar has light, and it also allows us to get to the window easier. Now this bench and this chair was covered with junk before, and it's completely cleared off now. And I've also zoned the room, and like this is the music area, and then you got your dresser. The dresser was covered with stuff. It's done. The top of this is his stuff yet. I did not bother his stuff. I'll let him take care of it, but I did make it into nice little neat piles. Went through the drawers. I have them all organized, nice and neat. And then over here, I don't know if you remember this or not, but this was all crowded. Had a bunch of bags there in the corner. Went through all those bags, put all the stuff away. Moved the ottoman out so that you can sit with your feet extended. Because there's been times when my indigestion's so bad that I end up being on this love seat. And it's not really wide enough that way for me to stretch out, so I can use the ottoman and stretch out and still be in an completely upright position. So I did that. It also makes it easier for getting to the curtains. And I piled up extra blankets there and some exercise equipment over on the corner there. Over here, I put all the books and things. We can now see the TV. We can use the TV if we want it. So it's nice. And everything over here is done. The only other, again, this is his clothes that he's got. His pile of stuff, I didn't do anything with it, but it's zoned. This is all the fire stuff for the wood stove and the fire. So that's all together. I have it. And like I said, that's his stuff, and I don't mess with it because it's his medicine and stuff. I don't want to change any of that because I don't want him reaching for the wrong bottle. So I just don't mess with that. I dust it, put everything back exactly the way it was, but I don't get rid of anything. That's his problem. So I got all that done, and it looks much, much better. I also did the nightstand. It was a mess. I got it all clean. Again, went through the drawers, made them all nice and neat. So everything is nice and neat. over here, this was a mess. I had clothes piled up to that picture. So I went through those, put those away, got rid of things I had to get rid of. I have a charging station here for my watch and for my toothbrush and for my clock. The toothbrush is actually going to go into the bathroom. I need a charging station for it, which I've got ordered. It's supposed to be coming soon. So that's taken care of. The other thing I did was I went through, remember last week we went through all the hanging clothes and stuff and sweatshirts and put those away. This week I went through the jeans and got rid of the jeans that didn't fit. So my closet is no longer bowling me. It's when I reach in there and grab something, it's going to actually fit. I'm not going to try it on and go, oh gosh darn. Yeah. So that's a plus. To know that you can walk in and grab anything and you know it's going to fit. So much better. So I did save some of the smaller clothes up there, the next size smaller, just in case this diet that I'm trying to work on works. So that is what we've been up to. Found a lot of things that didn't need to be in this room and put them where they belong. And this is what I got left. I got this pile right here is stuff that doesn't belong in this room. So I'll take it and put it in the rooms that it belongs into. It's in a little box so I can just pick it up. This one is electronics. I gotta find out what to do with them. These two bags are sweaters that my mom knitted or crocheted. I don't want to give them to Goodwill. And so I'm going to either try to see if I can sell them or if I know anyone that really needs them. A lot of them are kids wear. I got some sweaters that she made for the boys. All these are either outgrown, either from when I was a kid, outgrown, or from the boys that were outgrown. There is a couple of things in here. A sweater that I don't, it's a beautiful sweater. Don't get me wrong. It's a gorgeous sweater. It's just that it's not good for me. I itch like crazy whenever I wear it. Always have. Never did like it for that reason. Like I said, it's a beautiful sweater. But for me, it itches. So if someone, hopefully someone can use it that it's not going to itch them to pieces. And then over there is my Goodwill, just stuff to be taken to the Goodwill. Now I've taken 2 bags of clothes already to the Goodwill from here. So we really did a good job getting this under control. So let me know what you've done this week, whether you've gotten your master closet and master bedroom under control, or if it's still a mess. Let me know if you had any problem getting rid of some of the stuff, like sentimental stuff, like these sweaters. That's hard for me to get rid of because I know my mom put hours and hours of work into them to make them. But yeah, I also know that I can't use them. I can't use kids' sweaters anymore. I can't use sweaters that don't fit anymore. So maybe someone can. And I really need to pass them on. I know my mom would want them to be used and not just sit in my closet. So I'm going to try to either sell them or find someone that I know that needs them. I really don't want to give them to Goodwill. I'd rather make sure they get good homes. So that is what I've been up to. So I still got a little bit of work to do in this room. And I've got that on the schedule for next week. So stay tuned for next week to find out what else I can actually do in this room. Because it's looking pretty doggone good. I can't do anything with my husband's stuff. That's his. I don't want to mess his system up. So I took care of what I could. And I'm really, really pleased with it. So like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.